Eliza Carter felt the cold before she felt fear. Not the kind that touched skin, the kind that settled in your chest and refused to leave. At 19, she already knew what hunger felt like. She also knew the sound of her mother crying meant something terrible was coming. Her father didn't look at her when he spoke. "There's a man," he said. "A farmer. Samuel will read. He'll clear my debt." Eliza swallowed. "How?" "By marrying you." The words hit harder than any slap. She wasn't being married. She was being sold. That afternoon, she stood in a dusty chapel, wearing the same pale blue dress she'd patched too many times to count. The town whispered, judged, watched. Then she saw him. Samuel Reed wasn't smiling. He looked like a man carrying his own grief, broad shoulders, scarred hands, eyes that had known loss. When he took her hand, his voice was barely a breath. "You don't have to be afraid." She didn't know why, but she believed him. "I do," she whispered, and stepped into a life she never chose. The wagon carried them away from town, from shame, from everything she'd known. "I swear I'll never hurt you," Samuel said. "I hope that's true," she answered. The farm was modest, weathered, honest, and so was he. Days passed, then weeks. They worked side by side. Learned each other in quiet moments. Shared silence that slowly turned warm. One night, a storm trapped them inside. Laughter, tension, unspoken feelings hanging thick in the air. "I don't want you to feel like you owe me anything," Samuel said. "I don't," Eliza replied. "But I feel something." So did he. Just when peace began to settle, a stranger rode in. A man from town, claiming Eliza's father still owed money. "He wants to take you," Samuel said. That night, Eliza shook with fear. Samuel held her and whispered, "Not while I'm breathing." The next morning he rode to town. He came back at sunset, exhausted, broken, victorious. "I paid him," he said, "every cent I had." "You gave up everything," Eliza whispered. He looked at her like the answer was simple. "You're my home." As the sun fell over the Wyoming land, Eliza realized something she never thought possible. She hadn't been saved by marriage. She had been saved by a man who chose love over everything else. And this wasn't the end of her story. It was the beginning.